Hey everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How's everybody doing? This computer screen is dusty. I see lint on my screen, trying to clean my screen off. Hey the ranch, how you doing? What's going on with you? Just perusing the YouTube streets, the ranch? As Tracy would say, just perusing the YouTube streets. Hey Maurice, hey Black Butterfly, Elliot. Let's talk about them, child. Woo-wee, I'm out here sitting on this poach. I'm like, I need a lot of beautiful vibes around me today. And it's beautiful scenery, it's trees everywhere. The weather is beautiful, the wind is blowing lightly. How's everybody doing today? Well, y'all see the name of the title now, so come on in. Make sure you click the like button on your way in. We're going to talk about what's been going on, y'all, these last couple of days, weeks, even maybe. But at least for these last couple of days with all this CPS mess. And I do have Google Hangout on. So, yeah, Maurice, I'm sitting on the poach. I'm sitting on the poach. Yes, I had my kids bring my table and everything out here. Like, bring my table and everything outside. I'm sitting outside. Besides, it's freezing in the house. It's like super cold in there with the air on and stuff. And my boys love to be cold. So I have to come out here and, warm up some, simmer down. But I hope y'all can see me okay because it's kind of shady. It's kind of... Hey, is that Glazy? Hey, Glazies, how you doing? Yes, throw them TVs up. Throw them TVs up for primetime TV. Y'all know how we do. That's our little emoji over here. The little TVs. That's our little emojis over here. But oh yeah, I do. What I was about to say was I have the Google Hangouts on. I'm using Google Hangout tonight. So therefore, matter of fact, let me grab the link real quick. I just want to grab the link to the Google Hangout just in case any of you guys want to jump on the Google Hangout. So if you guys want to jump on the Google Hangout and discuss this live with us and come online, then let me know because I got the link so I can send it to you. Hit you up in the DMs on IG so that you can jump online. That's if you want. No pressure, no pressure. And I had the phone right here too. I have the phone right here just in case anybody wants to call instead of jumping on the Google Hangout. So I'm all set, rest to go for our little discussion tonight. And for those of y'all who might be in the dark, this discussion is about CPS on YouTube. Basically, there's been some accusations, some very strong accusations as of lately regarding a specific YouTuber who has been making some, again, strong allegations against another YouTuber, a bigger YouTuber, about them calling CPS. So, and then the other situation here is, and most of y'all already know who I'm referring to. I'm referring to Rita, the roaster, and Sean Bradley, or SB. As far as that picture that I guess her profile pic, Rita's profile pic that she had on Twitter, I'm still a little confused about that. So y'all gonna have to help me out because call me slow or whatever, but I've been thinking about this for quite a minute. And I've been watching other people's videos. I've been checking out y'all commentary on this, from Sean Bradley to Tracy to even to VS. Checking out everybody's commentary on this. And do y'all agree or disagree that it was revenge porn that what Sean Bradley did? Because For the life of me, I can't understand how it is if it was already something put out there on social media. And some people are saying, well, because of the fact that it was on a different social media site and not on YouTube, then it's revenge porn. So if he would have, and another thing, thank you, Glazy. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. But if he would have taken the picture, and actually I heard the picture was sent to him. I heard the picture was actually sent to him. So if he would have took the picture that was allegedly sent to him and posted it on Twitter instead of on his as a matter of fact, it wasn't even YouTube where he posted it. It wasn't even YouTube where he posted it. Where he actually posted it was his own personal site, which is on Patreon. Now, if you don't know what Patreon is, it's kind of like YouTube, especially when you go live, because you have to use YouTube to go live on Patreon, and you have to give a YouTube link for your subscribers or patrons to view the video. So it's kind of like YouTube, but it's not YouTube. They just use Patreon uses the YouTube link or whatever. Anywho. So if he would have took the picture that he was sent and put it on Twitter where the picture was found, would that be okay? Would that not be revenge porn? Or would somebody still be talking about that's revenge porn? And then the picture, for those who don't know what exactly was on the picture, it was a profile pic, and it was of her giving her husband fellatio, aka head. Now, I have not seen this picture. I have not seen this picture. I haven't even thought to go over to Twitter to even see if the picture is still there, to even see if she still has it as her profile pic. But my thing is this: if you bold enough to put a picture as your profile pic on any social media site, then you shouldn't even care if it was placed on another site, because how many millions of people use Twitter? I mean, how many millions of people? Ain't no telling how many times that particular profile pic has been viewed. Ain't no telling how many times people could have been downloaded that profile pic and posted it somewhere else, and she don't even know. How many times have we taken a picture off of somebody's profile, off of their Facebook, off of their Twitter, off of their IG? I know I do it all the time. If I see something, a nice quote or a picture that I like and I want to post it somewhere else, I'll either screenshot it or I'll save it. And them people have no idea. Them people have no idea that I done borrowed their picture. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that's revenge porn? Because again, I don't know. And then people were quoting the laws, like 5A was quoting the laws in Baltimore, Maryland. Sean was quoting the laws in Baltimore, Maryland, and what they kind of sounded familiar, but what Sean was saying was, per what he was reading, or per what he had, found, the documentation he found as far as that specific law. If it was already placed on social media for other people to see, then it's not like revenge or something like that. And I guess if it was something from somebody's phone or something somewhere private, and then the picture was stolen or borrowed and placed somewhere on social media, then that would be revenge porn. Like a lot of people who let's see, might be with their spouse, they mate, their husband, their wife, ex-boyfriend, whatever, and they get into it, and then they find these pictures. Oh, I'm gonna get you back. I got these pictures, I got these videos, these photos, and I'm gonna put you on blast. Or try to use it as, try to use it as blackmail or something. I'm going to post this and put it as blackmail unless you do this, that, or third. You know, now that's like revenge porn. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Because you know, on one hand, somebody said, "Oh, that's not revenge porn. It was already on the social media. It was just transferred to a different area of social media. What's the big deal?" And again, I mean, it's like I don't know. Again, if you're bold enough to put something like that, I could never. I could never. I could never. I can never. You know how girls be like trying to show all they butt or all they breasts and all kind of other stuff on social media. I can't even do that. So there ain't no way in hell that I'll be able to, you know, put a picture of me doing this to somebody as my profile pic. As my profile pic. And that's it, Glazies. It's an accusation. Somebody saw this picture as of somebody's profile pic on Twitter. The picture is of Rita, the baddest roaster. And hey, Claude, hey, what's up? How you doing, boo? The profile pic is of Rita, the baddest roaster, from her Twitter, and it's of her giving her husband, you know, head. And somebody allegedly sent this pic to Sean Bradley on YouTube, and he posted it on his Patreon, which is private. You can't even get to his Patreon unless you are a member, a subscriber of his Patreon, because his Patreon can get X-rated. So like grown up adult, you know, content. So when you have adult content like that on Patreon, it's not for the public to find. So you just can't look up his name or anybody's name. If my content was like that on Patreon, you couldn't just look up my name and it comes up. You have to have the link to get to that particular Patreon because of the adult content. Hey, Miss Lady Scoop, how you doing? How do you feel about what's going on with the CPS with Miss Rita and Sean and the picture? You know, her alleging that he was doing alleged porn with her picture that's on a public platform on Twitter. I'm like, the things that people do on social media always baffles me. It always baffles me. That's really bold. And even though the profile pic is really small, you know, the profile pics are fairly small on social media. Still, you giving your man, your dude, your husband fellatio and posting a pic on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or IG or anywhere, that's pretty bold to do something like that. I mean, me personally, I have children who are on all of those social media sites and some. And there ain't no way in hell I'm going to post something like that on there for my children to see that, and then or maybe they friends or something like that. And I guess she has younger kids and she has older kids. I'm gonna assume they probably never ran across it. Because if my kids would have ran across something like that, I'd be so like, oh my god, you didn't see that. Close your eyes, you didn't see that. You know, but it's too late then. It's too late then. And what do your children think about you as far as putting something like that on social media? I think my kids would think I'm like ratchet or something. I'm serious. I'm serious. And I'm not bougie or nothing like that, okay? Where I am right now is in the hood. You probably hear some pit bulls barking right now from down the street. I live in the hood, raised in the hood. So I'm not bougie or nothing like that, but that's a little bit too much for me. For me, and I done some things in my life. So I done posted some things on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. But something like that, I don't care if it is my husband. Nope. That is not something the whole world needs to see. First of all, that's not something the whole world needs to see. And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I'm just keeping it a buck here. That's not something the whole world needs to see. That's something that's for you and your man, and you and your man alone. The whole world should not see a pic of you doing like this to your man on Twitter, even if it is a profile pic. Now, as I was saying before, if you take that picture and you download it on your computer and post it on a different social media site, is that revenge porn? If they already got it out there, I just don't understand. I don't know. Like I said, call me slow. Glazies, you said you're not doing it. Miss Lady Scoops, it's all wrong. It's a hot mess, y'all. It's a hot mess, y'all. And then all these other accusations accusing people of calling CPS on you. CPS supposedly, allegedly showing up at your house. And from what I've heard, the people weren't even dressed like certain. Like, does CPS ever come over in smocks? Are they like nurses or CNAs on the side? Med aids? Somebody said the CPS came over and they were dressed up in smocks. I don't know. I never had CPS called on me. I've never seen CPS live and in person at anybody's house. So I don't know how they dress. But some people are talking about they think it was all just a setup anyway. That CPS wasn't really called and that it's all just for clicks and views. I don't know. What y'all think? Have y'all even seen the videos? Have y'all even seen the videos? I don't know. I used to hang out over there on that street, but all the screaming and yelling and crying and it just got a bit too much. It just got a bit too much. And then I saw another video, a few videos in defense of Sean. I done seen some videos in defense of Rita. I done seen some videos in defense of Sean. Me personally, I just believe that you should not be putting accusations out there like that. That somebody specifically. Now, it's one thing to say somebody called CPS on me. It's one thing to say somebody called CPS on me, but it's a whole nother thing to say somebody specifically called CPS on me. And you putting their name all over social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. And because me, I would like to see that proof. Because for one, if the person over here is saying, I didn't do it, you need to check your circle, you need to check your friends, you need to check your subscribers, you need to check, whoever is filling your head up with this and try to find out the real culprit. If they over there doing all this and you still over here, rah, they call CPS on me, you should produce some kind of receipts and show some proof. Prove that person is lying. Prove they really did it. But if you don't have no receipts, I think that's just slander to me. That's just slander. And it's not like saying they doxed you or they assaulted you or stole something from you or they on drugs or they raped somebody or they did something else, but still calling CPS on somebody. If somebody said Tanya called CPS on somebody, and I would hope to think my peeps and my friends will be like, that's bull. First of all, that's bull. I'm not calling CPS on nobody unless I have actual factual proof that a child is being severely abused, raped, assaulted, something like that. And I would hope I would never, ever, ever find out anything like that about anybody that I know, anybody that I love or care about, because it's only popping. And I don't care. I don't care who you tell that Tanya called CPS. I'll be like, I called them. I called them. If I call CPS on somebody, I'm going to say, I called them. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I called them. You do not deserve them doggone kids. Let somebody else take care of them kids who love them kids. Yep. If I was to call CPS on somebody, it wouldn't be over no bull like, oh, they on social media, they clowning in their kitchen. I hear a baby crying in the background. I think that child been abused. I mean, who does that? So that's why a lot of people think it's a setup, and that is ridiculous. Is not true, and anybody can see right through that somebody is trying to set somebody up. That's what I think. That's what I think. Now, as far as what Sean was saying on his channel the other day, or was that this morning? I think that was it this morning when Sean was talking about Kwani and Nate Robb, how they allegedly said something like they're gonna do something to Sean or something like that. But that's what Sean was talking about on his channel, and how like the very next day or something, Rita had announced that CPS was called on her. So I guess he thought it was a little strange, all the way around. He thought it was a little strange that immediately after he had had a little issue with Nay and them, that the next day somebody called CPS. I don't know. Somebody need to make something make sense. Now people are posting videos talking about, I told you guys Sean didn't do it. I told you guys Sean didn't do it. Me personally, for the life of me, couldn't believe that Sean would do something like that. I just couldn't. And maybe it's because of the fact that he is somebody who takes in kids from time to time. He's a foster parent. From time to time, he takes in foster kids. He's been doing that for, I think he said, like 9 years or something like that. So you don't take those things kind of lightly. Hello, Miss Natalie Norlands. How you doing? How you doing, love? You don't take those things naturally. If you're somebody who works in the foster care system, whether you are a caseworker, whether you are a family court judge or lawyer, or whether you are somebody who transport foster kids back and forth from their parents to a foster home, for visitations with their family. If you work in that field, period, you don't take things like that, lightly. So if somebody really is being abused, you expect people to call CPS when somebody is really abused. Therefore, why would you do something like that yourself and you don't have proof of nobody being abused or mistreated? Especially, I mean, I done seen so much stuff on YouTube. Since I've been on YouTube, I done seen so much stuff on YouTube. And sometimes you be watching stuff and you be like, child, what's going on in that house? But I've never seen enough that make me, speculate somebody's being a good or bad parent, or I never saw anything that would make me think that somebody's child is in danger, or not being fed, or anything like that. So I done seen like 3 bomb pop trucks drive past my house in the last 30 minutes. That's how you know you in the hood. That's how you know you in the hood. And they had them big old huge speakers. There was just a bomb pop truck, a different one that passed my house, y'all. And it had a big huge speaker on the top of it, and it was playing Christmas melodies. Like I heard Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red Santa Claus is coming. I'm like, what the? It is not Christmas time. Only in the hood, y'all. Only in the hood, y'all. But yeah, Miss Naturally Nolans, I don't know if you know what's been going on over here in these YouTube streets in our sector of YouTube. It's a lot going on lately. And I just wanted to get y'all feel of it, you know. I just been sitting back. Sometimes when I see stuff going on, I'll speak on it. But I usually just sit back and I'll be chilling. And I'll be chilling in the cut, sitting in the cut, chillaxing, just watching, and, you know, trying to read people and trying to see if this stuff makes sense or see if we got questions. Like Deanna Irvin always say, we got questions, WGQs. We got questions. And my first question was, do y'all consider that revenge porn? If you take somebody's picture off of Twitter that's public and you post it somewhere else, is that revenge porn? Like if you post it from Twitter to Facebook, Patreon, YouTube, IG, you know, whatever. Is that revenge porn? Like, how can that be revenge porn? Please make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Because, first of all, it would have to be porn, period, right? It would have to be specified as porn, period, right? And I'm thinking, from maybe the angle of the picture and how you probably didn't see the whole, you know, tamale. That's why it was still on Twitter. Because I would think that if Twitter really thought that this was something pornographic or something that maybe children couldn't see, that they would have deleted their account or sent them a message or removed the picture, told them to upload a different profile pic. That's what I would think would usually happen. But because of the picture was still on there, maybe Twitter didn't even consider it as something pornography. Maybe they didn't consider that. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe nobody ever reported it and said, hey, there's a lady on her profile pic who's giving her husband head. You know, just keep in mind the little, you know, the profile pics are about this big. And if you're on your phone, the profile pics are much smaller. If you're on a computer, you know, they're a little bigger. But maybe that's why Twitter, you know, still had the picture on there. So would it even be considered porn? I don't think so. I think she covered it up good enough for it not to be considered porn by Twitter. But since it's moved over to a different social media site, now somebody's like, oh, it's revenge porn. Make it make sense. I'm so confused, y'all. But as far as the CPS goes, I really, 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 really hope that Miss Rita is not just pulling our leg and that this is all for clicks and views. I was on somebody's live the other day. I think it was Miss Deanna's, yeah. And she was saying how Miss Rita was on her live and the people had just came, CPS, the cops, whoever, and then she jumps on her live and she's like, cash at me. She's typing in the chat, cash at me. So let me understand this. CPS and them just left your Chris nib, and somebody's making allegations that you are not being a good parent, abusing your children or neglecting them or whatever, and then you jump on your live right after that and say cash at me in the chat. Was any of y'all on that live? I'm just going off what I heard now. I'm just going off of what I heard on somebody else's visual. But I hope she's not pulling our leg because I think this is like the third time she says somebody came or somebody called CPS on her 3 times. Like, for one, if somebody calls CPS on you one time, why would they go back and call again and again and again and again after CPS has already been called? Because they document that stuff when they get notified and they make plans to go out and visit the home. You don't have to keep calling every day or every other day to make a new complaint if you already called CPS. But anyway, so I guess CPS have been called several times, more than once, whatnot. And people are alleging that CPS really wasn't called and that it was just a whole setup. I'm like, I would be like really, really, I don't know how I would feel to find out that this is all one big old fake setup just to get back at Sean because of a beef or because they don't get along or something like that. And making everybody in this sector YouTube think that he didn't call CPS on some woman, accusing her of not taking care of her child, neglecting her child or whatnot, and telling CPS that, and then to find out it was just a hoax. Now he done said if they don't stop putting their name in his mouth about this CPS, that he is going to take all their little monies. He's going to take all their little monies and basically sue them for slander. Because that's serious. That's like really, really serious. Like I said, it's a CPS phone call. But if somebody was to make that accusation to you and you really know that you didn't do it, and you got everybody looking at you sideways, everybody coming at you, that's messed up, that's messed up. How you gonna call CPS on that lady? You know, she can lose her kids, she can lose her house, she can lose her benefits, and I'm not saying she's on the system. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing stuff out there. I don't know if she's on the system or no, I heard she don't work. But you know, I work, so I work several jobs. So there's no way I can be online for 10 hours doing lives, but you know, that's just me. That's just me. But yes, thank you, Glazies. Thank you, everybody. Thumbs up the live. Please thumbs up the live. But this is very, this is very concerning. And then on the flip side, if somebody is really calling CPS, I hope they really figure out who's doing it, because I just don't believe it's Sean. And I know to some people, Sean is not their favorite YouTuber. I'm sure some people you like is not my favorite YouTuber. I'm pretty sure that. I probably am not some people's favorite YouTuber. We can't like everybody. We can't like everybody. But I really hope that whoever did it, that she does find out and that she does provide proof, because even if she finds out it wasn't Sean and she find out it was somebody else, then you still should provide proof that it wasn't him, so that people could stop looking at him sideways and thinking that he's out there just calling CPS on the whim on people. Because if somebody could really do that to you and they really don't have proof that somebody is neglecting their children or abusing their children or whatnot, then that person could probably do that to anybody. If you that evil to call CPS, or vindictive, or whatever you want to call it, petty, whatever you want to call it, if you that petty or whatever to call CPS on one person and you don't have proof that they did anything wrong to their children, then that person could call CPS on any one of y'all, and not know nothing about y'all. And people do that stuff. I heard of people doing that crap when I was growing up. Somebody didn't call CPS on such and such, and now CPS took their kids, and now that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I've never done that before, and like I said, if I did call CPS on somebody, I I would not be ashamed to say it because I done probably saved some child's life. That's how I feel about it. And I mean, I would have to see some proof, some bruises, a child tell me that they being, molested or assaulted or something like that. Oh, what? What happened? What? Okay, hold up. There's this phone number. It's called 1-800-CP to the S. Let's make a phone call. Let's make a phone call. I'm like, nuh-uh. I'm like everybody's auntie. I don't take that stuff lightly at all. Child abuse, child endangerment, child trafficking, child porn, child assault, none of that. I don't take that lightly. So, and I definitely won't be calling just on the whim. Well, I heard, or somebody on Facebook looked like they child ain't 8 in 5 days. You might want to go over there and check on that child. Cause I ain't never seen a parent cook on, the YouTube. How many times have y'all seen somebody cook on YouTube? I think I didn't cook. Well, besides, I'm a personal custom cake decorator. So y'all done seen me decorate cakes live. But as far as cooking, I done probably cooked on YouTube while I was live. I don't know. I've been on here over a year and maybe 5 times. But my kids, they eat good every single day. Every single day. So again, you can't just be putting that out there that somebody called CPS on you and you don't have proof. And if you got proof, why aren't you sharing it with everybody? So the people who's on his side won't keep coming at you and dragging you through the muds and dragging you through the streets. When you want to look like you're telling the truth. I don't know. Hey, Red Gal. Hey, how you doing, Red Gal? If anybody wants to call in, please let me know. Also, if you want to, like I said, I got the Google Hangout on. So if you want to jump on the Hangout and say what you think about what's going on, we can do that too. We can definitely do that too. But did I say hi to everybody? I want to make sure I said hi to everybody. I said hi to the Reds, Black Butterfly, Maurice, Glazy. I said hey to Clyde, Miss Lady Scoops, Miss Natalie Norlands, and Red Gal. All right, you said exactly, Miss Natalie. I mean, I'm just saying. Calling CPS on somebody is just almost as bad as calling the cops and saying you were assaulted. It is just about as bad. And a lot of times people get locked up, they get their kids taken away from them, and it's a lie. It's a lie. And then now they in the system. The kids is hopefully staying with somebody that cares for them and that won't mess with them or hurt them. Or, they might be staying, in the foster system at a foster family. Or maybe, hopefully they are with some family that really cares about them and won't hurt them and will care for them the way you're supposed to care for a kid. But sometimes they get out there and they get separated. One kid over here, one kid over there. So you don't play with stuff like that. You don't play with stuff by making accusations when you're not sure. And you don't play with stuff like that by accusing somebody else of doing it as well. Because that makes them look just as bad as somebody who called in and didn't know. When you don't have proof that they did it. So that's all I gotta say. Who is running down the street? I wonder who he running from. And he's running with house shoes on and different colored socks. Well, he don't look like he running from nobody. Y'all, why this guy running down the street? He had a nice pace. He got on house shoes. And then while he's running, he has a phone in one hand and he has a wave brush in the other one, and he starts brushing his hair while he's running. Like he didn't slow down or nothing. He's just running and brushing his hair. He did have some serious waves though. I can see his waves all the way from up here on the porch. Sure. That was too funny. That's something my son would probably do. They brush their hair like a million times a day. They wake up brushing their hair. They walk around the house brushing their hair. They get in my car, they brushing their hair. I'm about to drop them off at their job. They brushing their hair on their way out the door. Then they put the brush down. Then they walk into their job. They get back in the car. They pick up their brush. They brushing their hair. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Taking care of waves is harder than taking care of a good weave. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. Shoot. Some men, they spend more time on their waves than women do with makeup and their hair. You said he's looking for the ice cream truck. What's that song? Who sung that song? It's the ice cream man. It's the ice cream man. Remember that song? It's the ice cream man. I don't remember how it go though. But who sung that song? Was that Master P and them? Was that Master P and them? Who sung that song? I can't remember that. See, now y'all gonna make me look it up. But yeah, that Bomb Pop man, they been gone. That's another reason why I didn't start my live right away, because of the ice cream truck. The music was super loud, and it was playing. The first one that came by was playing. All I heard was do 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 do. I'm looking outside like, no, you ain't playing no Christmas music. But I guess they do that to attract the children. I guess they do that to attract the. Yes, I love me some No Limit Soldiers. I thought I told ya. Yes, I love me some Master P. And but yeah, and then it went to Santa Claus is coming to town and Frosty the Snowman. You know, just playing the beat, the you know, you. That's why I said. That's why I said only in the hood. Only in the hood. I'm serious. I've never seen a ice cream truck in the bougier section of our city. You know, on the west side. Our west side is the rich people. That's what our west side is. Then the north side is like the hood. Not all hood though. It has its ranges, it has its levels. You could be on one block and there's a whole bunch of bull, and you can go to the next block and it's just peaceful. Then you go to the next block and it's like, oh my God, where did I end up? Then you go to the next block, and it's kind of like that around here. It's kind of like that around here. Me personally, I'm on a pretty nice block. I've been over here for a couple of years, and I've been on this block. Most everybody over here owns their homes. Yeah, most everybody over here owns their homes. So a few people don't. There's a few rentals over here, but mostly everybody over here owns their homes and are older. So it's okay on my block. On my block, it's okay on my block. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about today. It's just getting kind of frustrating, and I can see it in Sean's eyes, and I can feel it in his voice when he's talking about, if y'all don't stop, keep accusing him of, calling CPLs on people, then he's going to do something about it. He's going to take action and get his own lawyer. I don't know, but I could just tell that he was getting frustrated. You said you don't like the ice cream truck and the. I used to like the Bomb Pop man, but I swear the price on the Bomb Pop trucks, they go up every year, just like the price on cigarettes and the price on liquor. They go up every year. Like a Bomb Pop costing $2 and something when they used to cost 25 cents. That's ridiculous. And they the same size. Nope. And then one time this Bomb Pop man came by, and I had asked him for I think I asked him for a sundae, some kind of strawberry thing. And he asked me, did I want some strawberry crunch? I guess this stuff he had like some strawberry crunch or something. And I was like, I'll try it. And so he gave me a spoonful at first. And I tasted it and I put it in my ice cream. I was like, it tastes okay. It tastes okay. I said, hold up right here. Don't leave. And he's like, where you going? I said, just hold up right here. Don't leave. So I run in the house because I make my own strawberry crunch, right? Because I have a cake that I make called a strawberry crunch shortcake cheesecake, right? So I went inside and I keep it in containers, the crunch stuff. And so I got some and put it in a little cup and I took it out to him. I said, try this. He was like, that's really, really good. Where you buy yours? I said, I make it. And he said, really? He said, I buy mine. I said, oh, okay. I'm like, please. I was like, nah, I don't need none of your stuff. I got my own strawberry crunch in the house and mine tastes better. I don't know where he got that stuff from. It was okay though. It was okay, but it wasn't, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like mine. And shoot, they be killing for them strawberry crunch cakes I'll be making. They good. That stuff is so good. But yeah, so and that cheesecake, fire, honey. And some people don't like cheesecake, so some people just be like, I just want the strawberry cake, no cheesecake, but with the crunch and stuff like that. So I do it with the crunch, without the crunch, um, you know, whatever. Matter of fact, I'm making two big ones for this Proud to Be from North Omaha picnic. They asked me to make some for their picnic. I made their cakes last year and they want me to make some more cakes this year. So I'm going to be doing that next month. And I will be going live from the picnic. We have a lot of fun every year. It's called Proud to Be from North Omaha. I'm sure you guys might have something like that in your city. Proud to be from, I don't know, New Orleans or Chicago or LA or, wherever. And you celebrate, just where you're coming from, parades and whatnot. And so that's what we do. And then this year is also Omaha Days. That means it's like a whole week of celebrating North Omaha. So that's going on this year as well. We got a lot of things going on within the next month. And I will be going live from these functions so y'all can see how we get down in Omaha. Because a lot of people think it's boring here and ain't nothing to do here. And they still think like I'm the only black person here. Some people still think that I and my two children are the only black people that live in Omaha, Nebraska. Don't know where we came from. Don't know where we came from. You said the schools did it. Yeah, we do that here every year, and it be lit. I'm telling you, Omaha Days is every other year, and Gabrielle Union is from here now. Y'all do know that, right? Gabrielle is from Omaha, Nebraska. So, she comes here all the time. Her and her husband. Wade, they come here all the time, and most of the time, nobody knows when they're here. Her family still lives here, but nobody knows when she's here until she's here. And then the word gets out like, Gabby's in town. We just seen her, or they'll go to a Husker game or something, and somebody like, Gabby's in town. But yeah, one time for Omaha Days, there was a picnic as usual. Every year's a picnic. And sorry, I'm calling my son real quick at the same time. Hey, son, could you please plug in the extension cord that's by the door? Like my laptop is about to die. I need you to plug it up right now, please. Thank you. Make sure it's plugged all the way in. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah, she was we didn't even know that she was going to be in the parade. She was in the parade and she was riding on the back of a drop top. And it was just her by herself. And it was like, some ladies driving, but she was on the back of the drop top, just waving at everybody. People went nuts. And it's like, she's from here. And people know she's from here. We know she's from here, but still, she's a celebrity. Um, she has a lot of fans. And so still to this day to see her is like really, really cool to see her. And then the fact that her family still live in the hood. Oh Lord, am I back live? Hey y'all. I don't know what happened. I thought I had resumed the last live that I was in. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, can you guys see me? One second, one second. Can you guys see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, let's try again.